The Emperor Caligula was assassinated at age 28 by his own bodyguard. They first hacked through his shoulder, cut his head off, butchered his corpse and mutilated his genitals. They later found his wife and 1-year-old daughter crying over the bloody corpse. They slit her throat and smashed the infant's head against a wall. Why? Gaius Germanicus' father was a war hero and adoptive son of the Emperor Tiberius. Caligula meant little boots, the nickname given to the young boy by his father's troops after his habit of dressing up in miniature soldier's uniform. This was the issue. Unwittingly at first, and then, as emperor by design, Caligula ridiculed that which was held necessary and sacred: political office, the aristocracy, the integrity of a free Roman's body, a soldier's uniform. The history of Rome is this: it is founded, it has kings, they are overthrown, and a republic is established. Henceforth, for 500 years, this republic dominates the Mediterranean. A Roman has no rival. He has no king, no emperor. A Roman is free. The genius, then, of the early emperors was, whilst all over this happy reality, to pretend that they were merely first amongst equals. Not a king, simply a benign custodian of high office, with a lifetime appointment, of course, holding some minor perks, control of the entire Roman army, for example. With the third emperor, Caligula, not so much. No more pretend. His power, his awesome majesty would shine bright, in full dress, on parade, for all to see. In times past, if sexual perversion or sadistic torture were required, Caligula's predecessor Tiberius at least had the sense to confine it to the island of Capri, where he spent his twilight years. Caligula, by contrast, brought the entire depraved spectacle to Rome. The hypocrites of the aristocratic Senate would have nowhere to hide. Yes, he brought back the hated treason trials, which when only applied to the plebs, no matter. One street vendor being put to death for maestas, for selling hot water that was intended to be mixed and drunk with wine. Normally fine, but Caligula's beloved sister Drusilla had just died, so the emperor had banned fun. I'm serious, this actually happened. Flogging a famous actor to within an inch of his life and not praising Caesar with the requisite adoration? No problem, especially seeing as the man's name was Apelles, which translates as skinless. So you see, at least there is some fun there. But when such cruelty is applied to the powerful, murdering an aristocrat's son and then inviting the wretched old man to dinner, amusing to watch him join in the merriment, knowing full well his other son's fate hung in the balance. Rounding up the wives and children of some of the most prominent families in Rome, and installing them as prostitutes in the Imperial palace. Perhaps most embarrassing of all, digging up the transcripts of treason trials from years past and reading them out on the Senate floor, including all the secret accusations and counter-accusations lifelong friends and colleagues had made against one another. Set against this, Caligula's wish to elect his favourite horse to high office, or having his soldiers collect seashells from the banks of the English Channel to display as proof of his having conquered the ocean, may be seen as somewhat inconsequential. Perhaps more significant was Caligula's habit of making fun of his Praetorian bodyguard Cassius Scieria's feminine voice. It was Sciera who would eventually assassinate him. Caligula lasted 4 years as emperor. Thanks for listening. If you like this, subscribe and comment below.